Hi everybody, my name is Fatima Dilek and I'm an attorney here at Dilek Law in Seattle. Last time we went over what your options are when you receive a ticket, and this segment I wanted to focus on just courtroom etiquette and then just some information assuming you chose to contest your ticket. So you receive notice, you have a court date, time, and location. Give yourself enough time to get to court. Sometimes you have to pay for parking. It's hard to find parking, or it's a big courtroom where it's going to take you some time to find it. So if your hearing is scheduled for 9:30, I would plan on being inside the courtroom by 9:15 the latest. Also bring the notice with you if you can, because if you are lost, that's something that you can show the staff at the courthouse and then they can direct you to the right location, and it can help you inside the courtroom as well. So when you show up to court, remember that you have to go through security, which means you might have to go through metal detectors. So if you have any health issues, definitely let the staff know, the security, and then they will search accordingly if it's necessary. Don't bring any guns, obviously, even if you have a permit. No pocket knives, not even scissors or nail clippers, because they will take those out. And then sometimes you get it back and sometimes you don't. So just accordingly, leave things at home if you don't need it. Put your phone on silent as soon as you get to court. Not on vibrate, but silent, because courtrooms can get extremely quiet. And so even if your phone vibrates, it can be something that the judge will hear. Obviously, don't pick up your phone ever while you're inside the courtroom. Even if you're whispering, it's distracting and the judge will call you out. Show up on time also, because some judges will do something called roll call. It's not just you in the courtroom. So if the hearing is at 9:30, that means there's probably 15 or 20 other people who also have a hearing at that time. And so try to be inside the courtroom when the judge comes out. Something else to remember, no gum. Even if you think, I'm hiding it or I'm putting it under my tongue or, something, there's going to come a moment where you forget, and then the judge is going to notice, because judges notice things like that. And then the judge might call you out, and it's not the most pleasant experience to be called out by a judge in front of other people. As far as attire, don't wear shorts, even if it's 110 degrees outside. Nothing that shows the midriff. Obviously, just kind of use your best judgment to try to look presentable. Some people will show up wearing suits. I think that judges appreciate it. I think it looks great when people do, but it's not required. You can't wear sunglasses inside the courtroom unless, it's required for health issues. And then you can't wear hats inside the courtroom unless it's for a religious purpose, obviously. Bring with you any copies that you plan on using during the argument. So a lot of people will take a bunch of pictures and have a bunch of information. So when they start arguing in front of the judge, they want to show their phone. The problem is that whatever the judge looks at has to become part of the evidence. And so most judges will say, I can't look at it because I would have to take your phone away. And, it would become part of the evidence. Some judges will look at it, but generally speaking, it has to become part of the evidence. So print it and then bring extra copies with you. It's okay to be nervous. Remember that, you're there because you're feeling strongly about saying that, no, I didn't do this. I want the judge to know, and here's why. So it's okay to be nervous. It's also okay to bring your children. If you have small children and there's nobody else who can watch them, obviously bring your children. If the child gets loud or uncomfortable, then you can step out for a couple of minutes, but you can just kind of gauge it by ear. No food, no drinks. Judges will tell you to throw it away if they see you. Don't sip your coffee while the judge is maybe doing somebody else's hearing. You'll probably get called out for that too. And then let's say you're extremely nervous and you changed your mind. It's okay. Most judges will still let you just pay for the ticket, or just explain why you think that the judge should lower the fine. So that's always an option once you get to court, even if you chose to contest it. Stand until the judge tells you otherwise. Obviously, when the judge walks in, the bailiff will say, all rise, and then you may be seated until the judge says that you may be seated. Other than that, just be courteous to court staff. It's very important to do that. When you address the court, the judge, you call him Your Honor. And on the next segment, we'll talk about what some of the things that you can do in order to prepare for your contested hearing itself. But we'd be more than happy to represent you on your hearing, so don't hesitate to call us or just visit our website, dileklaw.com. Thank you so much.